Hey, this is Coach Navarro, and I'm just going to go over this type of problem we'll have in circles. So, what we're going to have is two secants. If you remember what a secant is, it's a line that crosses a circle in 2 points. So we got this secant right here and this one right here, which then makes two arc measures and an angle. The angle is outside the circle, which I have labeled by this letter O, and this is what we'll call the small arc measure and the large arc measure. So, and the correlation between the three is created with this formula, which we have the outside angle is going to equal the large angle, right? So the large arc measure minus the small arc measure divided by 2. So we'll replace this with an x. So this is going to be our formula. The outside angle is going to equal large arc measure minus the small arc measure divided by 2. Okay? So if we look at this, we got 80 minus 40, that's going to equal 40, divided by 2 is going to equal x, and then x is going to equal 20. So our answer is going to be 20 degrees. Alright, so that's one type of question that we're going to ask. The second one will be like this one down here, which again, we're just going to use the same formula up there. So we're going to use the outside, which we know is 15, is going to equal the large, which is x right now, minus the small, 20, and divide it by 2. Now again, we're going to have to use some algebra to figure this out. So what we're going to do is we want x by itself, so we're going to multiply both sides by 2, right? We're going to multiply this side by 2 and this side by 2, which will cancel these two out. This is 30, and it's going to equal x minus 20. All right? Now we want to get rid of this negative 20, so what we're going to do is add 20 to both sides, right? And we're left with x because that cancels out. X is going to equal 50. So that would be our answer here, 50 degrees. All right? Now we got our final way we can ask the question where we don't know the inside circle, right? We don't know the inside, the small arc. So again, we'll set up the same equation the same way. So outside 25 degrees is going to equal our large arc measure, which is 120, minus our small, which we don't know what it is x, divided by 2. Right? So again, what we're going to do is use some algebra. So multiply both sides by 2. Right? That cancels out. That's going to equal 50 equals 120 minus x. Right? So we got to get rid of this positive 120. So we're going to subtract 120 from both sides. That's going to leave negative x, right, which is going to give us negative 70. Now we don't want negative x, we want x. So we're going to multiply both sides by negative 1. Then a negative times a negative makes positive, so that leaves x. Right? Negative 1 times negative 70 will leave 70. So this will be our final answer. So again, we use the same setup for all three, right? You just plug it in differently. So use this setup to answer the questions that follow after the video, okay?